Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the Mass Priestess. Every collective reading is an invitation to reflect, not a rule to follow. So let's see what messages are here for you at the moment. Trust your intuition and honor your own path. Let's begin. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, we get a fortune cookie. Meet yourself where you're at. Okay. Let's see what we have going on here. We have Uranus, the 4th house, and you have Taurus. Taurus has been coming up a lot lately. And then we have the moon and Aries in the 1st house in the 2nd row. All right. Home. Got some friendship going on. And some risky business, maybe. Taking a risk on home life, but slowly taking a risk. Not totally jumping in, but we have the moon and Aries in the 1st house. Aries rules the 1st house. Someone's hiding themselves. They're hiding something about themselves. I wonder what they're hiding. Maybe this is why you're slow to and using wisdom before, taking a risk when it comes to home and family. Taking a risk, home and family, slow Taurus energy. And then we have like some hidden, someone's hiding their true self. There's some fire in there, Aries fire. Let's see what we have going on here. Okay, Spirit. Let's see what we got going on here today. At this moment, oh, whoa. This moment, what's going on? What's happening? Oh, we have an alliance, the conjunction. We have Pluto, which Pluto rules Scorpio. We have rebirth. We have the best of the hearth, the home. Some sort of alliance going on. Relationship in the 7th house. Some sort of relationship that's going on inside the home. There's an alliance. Anything else, Spirit? Conjunction. So people meeting, aligning. Alright, that's it. That's all one gives me. Alright, let's see what's going on here. I'm going to use this deck real quick. Excuse me for a second. Alright, Spirit, let's see what we have going on here. We have this alliance. We've got Pluto, rebirth. We get the Vesta hearth, 7th house relationship. We have Uranus, Taurus in the 4th house. We've got the moon and Aries in the 1st house. And the 2 of Pentacles comes up. Alright, what else do we have? 5 of Pentacles. And he's juggling some some things here. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and then we have Justice. Let's see here. All right, so Pluto brings destruction and transformation. In the House of Partnerships, the 7th house, they're undergoing like a massive evolution. Maybe there's some superficial connections that are kind of burning away to open up for some real truth, vulnerability, and authenticity. Uranus and Taurus in the 1st house with home and foundations. Uranus also brings a sudden change, some disruption, some liberation, but Taurus is very stable. They like to have stability. So Uranus is shaking up the foundation of that stability, almost like a tower. So you might be like moving, changing your living situation, or breaking free from old patterns, childhood conditioning, or building a completely new view of home. With the moon in Aries in the 1st house, it's a very like emotionally charged, raw energy right now. The Aries and the moon here in the 1st house gives like a fierce drive to protect individuality. Things feel passionate, urgent, pushy, and you feel pushed to initiate change rather than just sit back and wait for it. So you could be pushing this rebirth energy, pushing for liberation, pushing for rebirth in your relationships with people. Okay, the 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, Queen. There's a lot of earth energy here going on. Then we have the Hangman and Justice. So the 2 of Pentacles shows, well, with the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles, this shows actively trying to balance out like competing priorities, maintaining emotional independence, like the Aries moon situation, while dealing with like relationship shifts. But the 5 of Pentacles introduces like a feeling of scarcity, isolation, and struggle. You might be feeling like left out in the cold by a relationship, or anxious about finances and material security that Uranus in the 4th house is disrupting. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, like the Hangman, kind of gives like this shift of perspective. Maybe you're realizing you just gotta stop fighting the current, surrender, maybe to take yourself back and get a entirely new perspective, from observing from the tree type of deal. Sacrificing the need to control the outcome, that Aries energy, and moving too fast to force a solution. So you've decided to kind of pause and kind of look at things differently. The Queen of Pentacles is that resourcefulness, right? She represents like emotional and financial security, and this is not gender specific, deeply grounded. And this echoes the relationship of Uranus and Taurus in the 4th house. This is building solid, comfortable, and a self-sufficient reality. And justice in this situation helps restore like the balance of this disruption of Pluto. It kind of brings in the balance of this. Restores the scales of balance, like the Two of Pentacles, kind of equilibrium type of deal. And that whatever karmic debts have come in is going to be settled. And balance will return in connection to the 7th house and the Pluto right here in your home. Everything will be balanced out and settled out. Whatever relationships remain or exit will do in perfect realignment with your highest good and your true worth. So you're on the right path. You know, we all have these disruptions, right? In our lives when it comes to home, relationships. Let's get some more information on I'm getting like this. Release the juggling act. Stop trying to force things. Like, stop trying to force the unstable aspects and just let things kind of work themselves out and rebalance and kind of surrender into the dismantling of what no longer serves your home, your relationships, and trust that you're stepping into a period of true grounding power and self-sufficiency and divine fairness, you know, with this Queen of Pentacles and the Justice. The Queen of Pentacles is saying, hey, you know, stability isn't here right now, so I'm going to change my perspective. I'm going to unzip here, change my perspective, look at things a little differently, and allow the scales to kind of balance things out. I have some more information on what's going on here with the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, please. We have the Ten of Pentacles between the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles and the Hangman. What's between the Queen of Pentacles and the Hangman, Spirit? We have the Eight of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups and the Two of Cups. And what do we have for justice here, Spirit? We have the Emperor, which is that Aries energy. Whew. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles right between the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles represents like the long-term growth, long-term family legacy, stability. This connection is like directly related to the Uranus and Taurus in the 4th house, the home foundation. Not stressing about the minor bills or the arguments. You're actively worrying about your long-term security and your like legacy. A major shared asset, maybe like a home. You're juggling to attempt to protect the perceived legacy, but also fearing losing it or a sudden disruption to it. Maybe you're feeling like, when's the shoe gonna drop? But the bridge with the Queen of Pentacles and the Hangman, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups, there's double sevens there, and the Two of Cups. So, mastering your craftsmanship, or putting your head down and working tirelessly, honing your craft, focusing entirely on self-improvement, but also standing your ground with the Seven of Wands and defending your position and refusing to let external pressures kind of push you off of your direction, your path. The Seven of Cups and the Two of Cups kind of hits right into the rebirth with the Pluto and the seventh house, and the Aries and Moon in the first house. The connection of the Two of Cups and the Seven of Cups is like a deep, well, the Two of Cups represents like a deep, soulful, equal partnership, but paired with the Seven of Cups, it represents illusion and confusion, overwhelm, having too many choices, maybe projecting fantasies onto the situation. There's a strong desire for genuine connection, but the energy around relationships right now is very murky and confusing. You may be dealing with like wishful thinking, ignoring red flags, maybe even feeling paralyzed by uncertainty and wishful thinking. Maybe uncertainty about your partner. And Pluto is forcing you to look past the illusions and see the core connection and if it's actually mutual and real. All this energy and hard work you're putting into this, defending your position, now, you know, with the Hangman, you're kind of looking back going like, is this relationship real? Is this relationship connection actually mutual? Pluto is forcing you to kind of like look at this, right? And then from like the Justice and Emperor section here, this is that Aries energy, that Moon and Aries in the first house. Justice, how do I say this? You're being asked to step into your Emperor energy, instead of just letting justice happen for you. And this means taking absolute authority over your life, the structure of your life, the choices of your life. And instead of being at the mercy of this confusion of the Two of Cups of your home, Uranus in the fourth house, you're being demanded to claim and defend your hard work in this relationship and in this home. That fierce Aries Moon drive to establish order, logic, and rules. They're for how people treat you and how you treat others and how you manage your own world. It feels like you're trying to build an empire here. You're building your legacy. Right? We have the Emperor, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Pentacles. But the foundation of this home life is being tested, and I feel like Spirit's kind of asking to stop worrying about the lack, the Five of Pentacles, or the confusion of the connection with the Seven of Pentacles, and just keep putting your head down and focusing on your work and defending your boundaries and to claim your sovereignty over yourself right now. Let's see if we can get some more information about that. There's definitely a shifting in the foundation, though. Something shook the foundation. Something definitely, with the Uranus energy, especially with Pluto too, something definitely is starting to dismantle. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what this illusion is too. What's this illusion, Spirit? And this Five of Pentacles energy. Wanting something but knowing it's not good for you. They think you're clueless. The illusions and the confusion in this partnership or relationship, this home life, they think you're clueless about the confusion or whatever they're doing that's making you like feel off about things, right? I'm going to put this one back here because this is the one that's most important here. Wanting something but knowing it's not good for you. Okay, that's this Five of Pentacles energy here. This feeling left out in the cold, trying to balance that with your legacy and your Ten of Cups. Focusing your mind on your inner power and choosing you, and that landed on the Emperor. Yeah. Keep focusing on your inner power and choosing you. Justice, the scales of justice will fall into place. The more you choose you and your inner power, the more justice will come in. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, the Five of Pentacles and maybe even the Seven of Cups, they're trying to distract you from your purpose and path. Who is this person? I want to know who they are. I want to know who this other person is in this Two of Cups that's trying to distract you from your purpose and your path. Who is this person, Spirit? Okay. We've got... They're trying to distract you from your purpose and path. This is on top of the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. We have the Empress. And we have the Devil. This give and take energy. It's like, you know, you can see through this Seven of Cups. You're in your Empress energy. But what's with this Devil? I mean, you're not weak and you're not in a low vibrational mindset here with the High Priestess and the Empress at all. You're highly intuitive, you're charming, you're just like gorgeous, you're mysterious, you get that magnetic quality to you. But the Devil represents obsession, toxic attachments, codependency. Mixed with that 6 of Pentacles, there's some sort of power imbalance. The giver and the receiver. But under the shadow of the devil, it's like that breadcrumbing energy. They want to keep you dependent on them. They give you just enough attention and validation or affection to keep you like hooked on. And they also might play the victim, so that you pour all of this Empress, Emperor. I mean, you've got the Emperor here too, so you're in your divine masculine and feminine. You've merged both. I think they're trying to go for your like solar plexus or something. Wow. Ooh, that feeling was very odd. It's like this saving. I'll save you. Let me save you. But they're completely draining your resources that you should be using for your own Ten of Pentacles legacy, instead of relying on this other person. With this on top of the Ten of Pentacles trying to distract you from your purpose, like your legacy, they're intentionally positioning themselves in a way that they're the gatekeeper of your wealth and your stability. So it feels like before you can even enter into your Emperor energy, you kind of have to refuse the temptation that this person is presenting to you. This comfortable, easy life, their savior stuff, the intense, passionate. It's all an illusion. And Spirit's kind of like, are you going to compromise your long-term empire for this short-term gratification? Right? This is a karmic mirror for sure. And they're kind of like in this situation to like mirror to you in your life where you're still willing to give away your power. They're using the mystery, the allure, and the physical attributes of the Empress to kind of hide this double energy. They want to continue this cycle of control or dependency that keeps you like focused entirely on them instead of like your divine craft, whatever you're working on, or your divine purpose. They're trying to get you out of like your Queen of Pentacles, you know, Eight of Pentacles energy, but you're still, you're still standing your ground on it, you're working on it, but they're still trying to distract you. And you kind of got to go, well, you want it, right? It's enticing, but you got to know that it's wanting something, but knowing it's not good for you are two different things. and keeping focusing on your mind on your inner power and choosing you. Getting into your Emperor energy, putting your head down, focusing on what it is that you need to do for your future and your legacy, and not let these people distract you. Don't let the allure, the mystery, the sex appeal, schmex appeal, or like, it's not real anyway. They're just using this type of energy to mask the devil. So in all reality, they're not really a high priestess or an empress. But you can get into that high vibrational energy by just focusing on your inner power and choosing you. The more you do that, the more vibrational you'll get. The more you'll blend your emperor and empress self together, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. So it's very important that you continue to focus on yourself and choosing your own inner power and knowing what isn't good for you, because it's just a distraction from what you're trying to achieve. So that's all I have for you right now at the moment, and thank you for watching, and I'd love to hear your reflection or your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this reading, please hit the like button, it helps so much, and subscribe for more collective readings. And until next time, continue to pursue yourself with curiosity and compassion. I'll see you next time.